GOMTV.net.
Vegas.
In the upper left, we have our Protoss player, the last one remaining here in Codas. He is
Creator Prime.
And he was way outclassed in that last game. I mean, way outclassed.
You know, I have a lot to say actually about that last game. I'd love to talk about that a little bit.
Sure. In the
But
bottom
first-
right, yeah, front first. We've got our Zerg player dominating with excellent drop play and staying at layer tech. Very smart. He is
GSL.
So about that last game, that build is kind of neat, and I think it was a really good choice for that map because the map is so long it's going to be hard to really get anything done. You know, it is like the new age +1 Zealot timing. But he just happened to go over his Zergling for his Warpin. If you don't see it coming, normally there's too much damage output too quickly, and there's a good chance to kill the hatch and do a lot more damage. If that wasn't scouted, I think the game very likely going to look different. So, you know, even though, yeah, he kind of got raffle stomped after that, that's kind of what happens with these +1 Zealot rushes. If they get slapped down, you have spent so much of your mineral input. It's going to be hard to beat a Zerg that plays correctly. And that's like what HyuN has his PhD in.
Yeah, he has a couple PhDs in that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I do agree with you, though. I think that was the defining moment was when that attack was spotted, not so much even the drops. Because a lot of people would look at that game and be like, oh, his drops are just, you know, so good. But, you know, frankly, the game was lost once, you know, the Warp Prism attack was denied.
All right, so I'm really excited to see what Creator's choice of strategies is here because I think HyuN's going to play a pretty reactive macro style. I don't see him mixing in a cheese on this map. You know,
I don't think he needs to. I don't think anybody should cheese on this map.
Yeah. Well, a Creator might want to.
What kind of cheese do you think? Like Blink Stalker all in?
No, I don't think he's going to, and I don't think I'd even like it here. But I mean, he could do something crazy like some sort of double Stargate play. I don't think so though. I think more likely would be some sort of Immortal Sentry push. But as we mentioned before, you don't want to do that against HyuN really.
I agree. Well, we're going to wait for the cybernetics core to be made after the gateway is finished, and then we're going to have an idea of what exactly they have planned for us here.
Yeah. A great game, Tasteless.
Indeed. StarCraft 2.
There's going to be 2 winners in this game, either HyuN or Creator, and the fans.
The fans. You guys are the real winners here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this map, it could lead for a long game. I don't think Broodlords are the strongest in the world in this map.
Yeah, it's kind of
unlike
long.
Daybreak.
Yeah.
Kind of like on Entombed. They're good, but they're not the best thing in the world on there.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying here. Well, you know, HyuN is a teammate of Symbol, and Symbol's a Zerg that's not afraid to mix in Ultras first.
Yeah,
Ultras go for them a little bit later and just gain some
especially
map
players
control
who you don't kill their sentries off early on.
Yeah.
Great way to make them useless. Go for Ultras.
That's very true, and not just that, if it's like a Blink Stalker Colossus type army, you can do alright against that. The things that really kill them off are, of course, Archons and Immortals, so, you know, it's a possibility we can see something like that. I really like Symbol's Baneling Ultra style that he mixes in sometimes. That'd be cool. Yeah, now you got me really hoping for that. I'm like, oh, damn, I really want to see that again, actually. That'd be fun.
Great.
Okay, Stargate. Okay.
All right, I would not be surprised if he does the Phoenix First openings. I think Phoenix First is more popular now than the Void Ray openings.
Especially on this map, right? It's so long and Void Rays are so slow.
Well, I mean, the Void Ray is only good to kill off the Overlords, which is, you know, the Phoenixes are going to do anyways.
Yeah.
So why not just get Phoenixes? They'll probably hide the Phoenixes until he has 4. Sometimes they send out 3.
Yeah. Well, if they send out 3, I feel like they're going to go after like Overlords first.
Sure.
Expect the 4. Now, you know what I wouldn't be surprised? I think I already know what he's going to do this game. I think he's going to go for a handful of Phoenixes for harassment, of course, and then like grab a Robo and take his third base off of only like a couple sentries, not many at all, like maybe up to 3 or 4 max, and go into Colossus play and just get his +3 attack as quickly as possible. And that's like a very greedy style that Creator likes to do off 3 base. But it can be very powerful. If they don't actually hit you with, like, if they try to play macro against that, you're in really good shape, actually. It's good against macro builds, but, you know, against quick Roach maxes or, like, a Roach Corruptor build, like, if they see it and counter with that, they realize what's going on, then you can be in a lot of trouble.
Macro hatch going down now. And we have the third Phoenix on the way here. More gateways coming down.
A single Spore being made. So he's a little bit
He seems to be somewhat privy to this.
Yeah, yeah. And HyuN, of course, one of these Zergs that doesn't take crap from flying units. We'll see how many he makes when he actually sees the Phoenixes.
I like that he made the Spore at the expansion first.
Yes, that's
saying, well, he could even go DTs and hit me here.
Exactly.
Third is always going to be hit early on. And we have the 3 Phoenixes going out now. They will kill up this Overlord.
And actually, he made them before he saw the Phoenixes. He started 3 more Spores right before he saw the Phoenixes. So he actually like has this timing down perfectly. He knows exactly when Phoenixes leave. HyuN is so good.
He really is.
I just watch him and I'm like,
it's funny because I feel like he's somewhat overshadowed by the other players in the group, or in the round of 8, I should say, but really he shouldn't be. He's just newer.
He shouldn't be. I mean, this guy may very well be our next GSL champion. I can't actually believe he had that timing so perfect. I love it. Anyways, gonna catch this queen. So yeah, not with perfect defense so far. We have another Phoenix on the way, and that should be it for Phoenixes. 5 is good. You don't really want to go up to 6. And he immediately... See, he's using all these fundamentals that we know about. You know, this is like a very fundamental thing, but... For instance, you see a lot of flying units, you're like, well, I can make another hatchery because he can't attack me soon. Making a big batch of Lings is always fun as well because, you know, they're going to give you mobility. They're things that Phoenixes aren't good against. It's a good line of defense for now. But the Phoenixes, they're being reasonable.
Yeah, it's working. It's doing something. Now, I'm actually surprised by the 4th base. I guess I shouldn't be, though, here for the 4th base of HyuN, because when you see Phoenixes, you know, okay, they can't hit buildings. Sneak a drone over there and just expand again.
Yeah. By the way, I mentioned before I don't really like 6 Phoenixes, but he got 6 and has 1 just checking for Overlords around the map.
Smart move.
That I do like. That's really clever, actually. I'm going to just start doing that.
And the 3rd base is going to be acquired here very soon.
Yeah. But he does have a big chunk of Speedlings out, so that's...
Whoa, speaking of which...
Oh, that's not a good
Nice
place.
bait.
Yeah. And
gets
stalls
the
at
drone,
Nexus.
or probe.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
So notice that he is going for that 3rd base and getting that Colossus tech. Would have gotten the 3rd base a little bit quicker, probably, if it wasn't for all that creep that was there.
Yeah, now we got 7 Infestors on the way here, and the Spires started it up.
And the Hive as well. So HyuN is really, he totally knows what's going on. He figured out that, yeah, this looks like Creator's build that he likes quite a bit. As long as he throws down a Twilight really soon here, we'll know. Now, will Creator go for the very heavy Zealot composition that we've been seeing a lot, or will he focus more on Blinkstalkers?
Hard to say. Blinkstalkers are probably going to be the better route if we see any Mutas come out here. Then again, if he's getting the Hive, he might just be taking the Broodlords right away.
Yeah. That's my guess, at least.
Now, does he have... Is Creator aware of the 4th base here for Zerg?
Yeah, I believe he is, yeah.
Okay, good.
Just check. Okay, so War Prism is actually on the way, and that...
Note that there's a supply lead here for the Protoss.
Yeah. When you go for this Zealot-heavy style, which actually he hasn't gotten a Twilight, and he's starting... Is he going to move out with this? This is like a really weird move out.
He might just add pressure, or apply pressure.
Yeah, maybe you're right on that. Huh. This is really peculiar. You know, it looks like that Colossal Eye is here just to add splash to the Zerglings, because he only made 1. He didn't get Thermal Lance, and he's just kind of moving out. Now, this is like a Rain-style timing here. He's just pushing out almost randomly towards this 4th base, and for that reason, there might not be enough units out, and he's shown a single Colossus with a ton of Corruptors on the way, 11. Those aren't actually going to be useful. The Phoenixes don't matter that much.
Yeah, it's almost like their time in this game is done.
Yeah, and only 1 Colossus. Those Corruptors are going to be dead weight in the air.
Now, there's not any Spine Crawlers over here at the 2nd. Now he's getting some nice fungals up on those Phoenixes, but again, that doesn't really matter.
Well,
all right, here we go.
That is a lot of lings. The Corruptor's going to town on these Phoenixes immediately. We have a lot of infested Terrans going down, and he didn't target down the Warp Prism. Oh, he targeted down all sorts of other things, and a lot of units actually get warped in here. But does HyuN have enough?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, the Colossi is gone now. The Phoenixes are gone. So there's just this big, bulky Protoss army.
Yeah.
Looks like we don't have many Lings or Roaches out of the map, and actually there's more Zealots coming in over here.
I think he actually has enough here. Just barely so, but I think he does. Zealots coming up, some more infested Terrans coming down, but not being all that useful.
Migrating back to the infested Terrans now. And we got more Roaches coming up here. I don't think this is enough. I think actually that kind of wonky timing there from Creator actually worked.
Yeah, that really cool to see this. I've only seen stuff like this normally from Rain, where it doesn't look like a good move out timing, but it turns out to be because Zerg is kind of doing everything at once, and it just barely worked this time, but it did work. You know, I feel like maybe if he used those Corruptors a bit better, like he was tricked into making a lot of those, which was a huge issue. If that was all in something else, like Infestors or Roaches, he holds this. So that was part of it. He didn't target down the Warp Prism that quickly, so there was a big warping round there. And at the end, there wasn't that many units left, like 8. So
he killed off all these Infestors down here at the bottom. Now you can get the Roach Warren, Spire Evolution Chamber. I think this game may be over. GG.
Really well done by Creator. That was a very circumstantial attack. Sure, but he hit the circumstances, and he killed him. And that's a powerful victory right there.
You can see he's pretty pumped after that last win.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to be happy about that. It's 1-1 now. Whoever wins 2 more games is going to move on to the round of 4, and that will be held in Las Vegas.
That's right. That is
at
so
the Cosmopolitan.
That is so important.
That is a unique opportunity to potentially win the GSL and then gamble away all your money.
Sick,
man. Awesome.
Imagine Creator, if he wins the GSL, then this month he will have won like $85,000.
What is the legal age to gamble in Las Vegas? It's 18?
21.
Oh, it's 21. Oh, that's
I do believe so.
Okay.
So I guess Creator actually can't gamble as money.
That's too bad.
That's
okay.
Too bad.
We're going to go to a little break here, and when we get back, we're going to go on to game number 3 here between HyuN and Creator. Stay tuned.